Alright, ladies and gents, are we live? I see Zeno's already in before anything began. There we go. Nice. Let's get started. Okay, good. Discord informed. Time to tweet. Go. All good. We are pretty much ready to roll. Hello, dot power. Okay, let's go. Ramson Arco, hello. Welcome everybody. I hope you're all doing good today. I'm glad to hear that that's the case, Hugo. How are you today? I hope you're doing well. I woke up way too early. And then, because I also finished my workout early, I stuffed this hairband into my hair and now I've got a weird floof going on. But oh well. I always like being weird. Don't forget to like the stream, and I hope everybody is okay today. I'll be working on a little something, so look forward to it. What I am honestly looking forward to is also my nap later. Because, like I said, I woke up way too early today. Way too early. Okay. I'm gonna put my phone on charge for a little bit. Hello, the lads. How are the lads doing today? Do I write a lot of songs? Yes. Please try and relaunch my Epic. What? The hell is going on here? Admittedly, this did happen last time. Epic Games is in offline mode. What? Weird. This is strange. Everyone can 1v1 Bloodshot Trout. Emma main trial's already done, dot power, vid's already out. You do realize that I do the trials on the night that they're out and I already put out a video. Dot power, you've been following me for a while. You should know my schedule. Yeah, no, it just happens sometimes. Epic is a weird place. The only downside to Epic is that, to be honest, it's less reliable than Steam sometimes. Like, Epic is seriously fucked up sometimes. They are very strange people. Yes, and I already did it faster. 3 minutes and 43 is quite slow for Ember Main. Like I said, every time the trial is out, always review my videos, because I do them on the night itself. And 1v1ing a Bloodshot Shroud is very easy, assuming you use an Asian robot build. See, the thing is, the lads, if you're watching somebody else do something, you're doing the wrong thing already. Bloodshot Shroud is easy. Now then, I'm going to darken my screen for a moment. I'm going to work on something in the background, and then I'm going to go test it live. Let me see. This should work nicely. should have an alternative option. If I'm going to stack anyway. Maybe we'll run it like that. This does give me an extra stack, which is fine. And if we wanted to maximize, we would have to add another. One more. That should work. A beautiful morning in Sweden? Good. I'm glad that you're enjoying a beautiful morning. Well then, first things first, I want to see how far we can push this. Okay. A moment. Okay, round 2. Ah, fair enough. Team timings, you have to go faster. Because for team timings, right, if I'm not wrong, it's usually a bit easier if you're both coordinated. Do your best though. This isn't good. Wait, did I get stuck on a training dummy? For real? How is that even possible? Oh, chalk that one up. Chalk that one up for the shit bugs in this game. Truly a marvel of technology. How the fuck do they even get you stuck on a training dummy? I know, right? Glorious game. Loved and beloved by all the beautiful people that support it. I congratulate them on their stupidity. Okay, what if we adjust it? Anyway, it won't hamper testing, thankfully. We can just sit in the same location and test, which is also acceptable for me. Okay, round 3, beginning. Okay, this is very inferior. Understandable. Okay. Okay. Hey, Boogus, how you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing good. But I wonder if it's because this thing stopped functioning. That's a possibility. Still. Yes. Working on something to help people. Well, the testing portion is complete. What is problematic now, by the way, don't forget to like the stream, fellas. What is problematic now is, well, number one, we got stuck, which is typical Dauntless being Dauntless. I mean, you imagine getting actually stuck in the training grounds. Yes, you mentioned having a snitch on your internship last time, .power. Don't get caught watching YouTube too much, eh? But yes, while I can achieve what I want to achieve, I want to do it while dishing out the best possible damage, right? So in order to do so, I was testing a few different potential means and ways of doing this, but what I can say is that it works as intended, yes, but it is also problematic because I had a very different idea in my brain for what I wanted to do, but the results speak for themselves. So I can't deny tested mathematical data. So I wanted it to be different, but let's just say that what I wanted underperformed severely, and due to the fact that it underperformed by a very large margin, I'm not too happy, which means that this one, although it will serve its purpose, is going to be a bit more boring than intended. See, I like interesting things. I'm quite bored of a lot of the stuff that we already see, but I mean, what I'm gonna do here is gonna help people. What save spot time this week, Charles? What? Yeah, I'm sorry, Mahesvara, I don't understand what you're meaning at all. Lynn, good to see you. Top 100 board? Yes. What do you mean save spot time this week, Charles? Your English is unclear, my friend. I have no idea what you mean, and I cannot help you if I don't know what you mean. If you're interested in the leaderboard, go check the leaderboard, my dude. You might have to really clarify yourself, because I would love to help you, but I cannot help you if I don't know what you're asking. It's too early to tell, Mahesvara. It's only day 1. Wait till next week, Tuesday, then you check the leaderboard. You need to be around top 50 to be safe, if you want to really do it. So wait till next week, check on Tuesday, because MMA is a very easy trial. I expect a lot of people to get 1 minute timings. So check next week. There's no way to tell until you see it, because if the player base is small, who knows, maybe you'll get in with a slower timing. But asking on day 1 is stupid, because it's day 1. Right now, whatever timing people get, they can improve over it on the weekend if they really want to. I mean, I really don't care about trials. But if you really want, is Dauntless worth playing, Abdullah? Yeah. I mean, it's free. You've got nothing to lose, right? Unless, like, you see, asking that question, Abdullah, it's a bit hard to answer, because it's a free game. I mean, you don't lose anything by playing it other than time. And if you think it's a game you're going to enjoy, play it. By all means, it's free. You know? And it's not that difficult to do well in. For most of Dauntless's problems, and this is me giving an honest review as the only content creator worth following, or only content creator worth watching, is that there's no real endgame content. So after you get everything in the game, it's pretty boring. It's because the same stuff all the time. I mean, the grind, look. Okay, a lot of moronic YouTube creators or reviewers will always say, oh, of course this grind is worth it, or nah, the grind is not worth it. But that's their subjective opinion. If I'm telling you from a business perspective, then of course it's worth it, because then you'll be watching my content for longer. Does that make sense to you, right? So, of course, for me, I want you to grind the game. Because why? I make my money off the game. I make my money from players who play the game and watch my guides. You see? So, realistically speaking, it's really up to you and whether or not you... If you're looking for a game to play, why not try it for yourself? It's free, right? And of course, I produce the best content on it, and the vast majority of my content, 90% of it, is also available for free. If you decide that you enjoy it, then good. Invest in this channel and invest your time in it. But I don't recommend investing in the game itself. They've screwed a lot of their players over with some recent changes to things like the hunt passes and whatnot. So while you don't have to invest into the game, playing it is free, so you may as well enjoy yourself. Give it a try. If you like it, enjoy my content. You will be able to get strong within a couple of weeks, and that's playing casually, not even playing seriously. If you play hardcore, 1 week is literally enough to get super strong. Then after that, you can decide whether you want to stay around or quit. So that's the best answer I can give you, and that's also the most honest answer that I can give you. Nothing much, Big Juicy. We're just getting started. Yeah, you will generally do less damage than me, .power. But the thing is, right, the builds that I do are designed so that even if there's slightly less damage, that's why the testing is always against much higher level behemoths. It's to take into account the difference of the Slayer's path. That is why whenever I produce a build, I don't just produce it and say, hey, this build is great. Because you realize that a lot of people also produce builds, but they will not remind you that their Slayer path is max, which creates a problem, right? Because when the Slayer's path is max, it means that whatever you do is going to be maxed out compared to everyone else. Hey, Raymond. So that is where a lot of content creators go wrong, and that's why, you know, when a person says that to me, I say, yeah, that's exactly the case. But that is why you need to understand that, and that is also why I account for it in my testing. No problem, Abdullah. Happy to help. No problem, Relatable Illness. I'm happy to help Slayers. That's what we do, and that's why we're the best channel. We stay honest, and we tell you what you actually need to know. Well, not just that, but also you have to get all your weapon bonuses, things like that, Maheswara. So it's not just a matter of the reforges, but also of all the aspects in the Slayer's path, because all of that impacts upon your gameplay and ultimately decides how well you do. So yeah, it's a full package of experience that I think a lot of people need to be aware of. Hey, listen, that's a start, buddy. This is not an Umbral Spear build, no. But it is a no dodge build. It's designed for spear users who just don't want to give a fuck. Because a lot of people complain that they're bad at dodging, so I said, fine, I'll help you. Because I'm, you know, a god like that. So I was like, sure, I'll assist you. Congrats, Lenny. Enjoy your school. But yes, coming back to the point, Asian robot builds are tested to account for the differences in the Slayer's path, which is why, even if you're not Slayer path maxed, equipping the build should still give you plenty of power, and you should feel close to invulnerable. If you don't, then, you know, I'd say that that's more of a player skill issue. Of course, I am the best, Hugo. But then, being the best just comes from experience and time. Anyone can be the best if they practice hard enough. Yeah, a lot of people have been exploiting that bug. It's hilarious. That's why I think it's better to wait on the timings, because I'm sure some people will complain about it. Not that I care though. Like I said, this game is so buggy that I'm just here to help people clear the trials. And whatever they want to do after that, I'll leave it to them. Especially when it comes to the exploitation of bugs. The thing about speedrunning or achieving best timings is that you're always looking to exploit patterns, bugs, whatever. Not really my kind of thing. I'm the type of man to prefer a fair fight. It is, Raymond. But hey, who am I to deny a Slayer the right to play just because they can't dodge? After all, that's the whole basis of the no dodge builds, no? It is there because some people just can't be arsed dodging, or they don't like the weapon and they just want to use it. They just want the reforge bonuses. I will say, okay, fine. Here. In fact, that's what the no dodge builds were originally. I was the original creator of them anyway. I was the first to create the no dodge style. Back when they were created, it was mainly just to help people reforge. We stopped promoting them for a long while, around about 7-8 months back. And the reason we stopped promoting them back then was just that I really wanted Slayers to get experience in the game and do their thing. Oh, Ravening Parasite's cool. But now that the game is in this state, I'm just like, you want to get your reforges, just go it. You'd be surprised how many people can't use the chain blades. Similarly, you'd be surprised how many people can't use the warpike. When is this build coming out? Depends. When I make enough money, I'll release it. That and when it's tested well enough, but mostly when I receive enough money. When I feel the peasants deserve my good graces, when the Lord decides to bless these peasants, then I'll release it. But I don't know. I'll test it first and see. If I like it enough, I'll give it to the people. If I don't like it enough, I'll scrap it. Because some of the stuff, right, as good as it may look, may not necessarily be healthy. It may not necessarily be healthy. So, as you know, aside from my egomaniacal stream persona, which I know you all love, and you better all love it, I like to make sure that my content is good for the player experience. You see, unlike most developers, I care about player experience, and that is why I do things the way that I do. It's important for me to ensure that player experience is not compromised, even if my concept is correct. So it will be released when it's ready, but also it must enhance player experience, not take away from it. That's, I think, one of the biggest keys. And that's why at the time, a no-dodge pike was a bit more controversial than the others. Same with the no-dodge chain blades, but no-dodge chain blades right now are actually very good. Yeah, the no-dodge chain blades especially, that one will be coming soon, probably around Saturday, but that one is something that, although I would not normally have released it, right? Well, you have to see for yourself how amazingly incredible that actually is, because it's really quite good. Listen, Power, I'm your king and I'll call you whatever I want. I am literally your lord and savior, and all of you will kneel. Or else I will murder you. Hammer? No dodge hammer is already out, bro. If you want the no dodge hammer, it's already on my YouTube. That's why I watch every single video. Because every video I release has a purpose. I don't release videos for no reason. You'd like a Warpike build, Lin? Well, if you ever want a custom build, just pay me enough and I'll make you one anytime, anywhere. Malkirion Chainblade's good. Well, relatable illness, the first thing I'll say is never ask me if a type of weapon, if a particular weapon like the Malkirion or Torgadoro or any of that other stuff, never ever ask me if it's good. If you ever ask that question on this channel, I will reach to your computer and slap you. The reason is because you never ever make a build around a particular weapon. Never do that. That is the territory of morons and idiots. What you need to do is ask me if I have good builds for the Chainblades. The answer would be yes. And in fact, the Malkirion Chainblades do indeed have a build. Look for the Discipline Surveyed Chainblades, I think patch 1.83. That is absolutely devastating in combat, and of course the Chainblades are one of the best weapons in the game. But then again, every weapon is good if you're good at it. But again, reminder, never ever ask me, is this weapon good? I will literally reach to the computer and slap you. I don't make builds like that. The way to make a build is to start with a concept. What do you want this build to do? Is it a high DPS build? Are you looking for survival? Is this to mix crits in? What is the purpose of the build? After you determine the purpose of the build, you fit the right pieces into that build and you optimize them. At the start of the stream, those of you who may have missed the start of the stream, go back and watch. What did you see me do? I went to the training grounds. Now, normally I do that off stream. But what I do is that I can literally, I will go there and I will go and actually test and see whether my theories are correct. And when my theory proves correct, then we do the practical testing, which you're seeing now. This is where I challenge myself and say, okay, let's see how this actually functions. And then finally, when all that testing is done, do I finally release a build, which is why Asian robot builds never fail. And that is why after so many months, I'm still the only guy that people come to, because again, we have tested it. We've tested it over and over, and we ensure that anything we deliver is literally perfect. Then I'm sorry, Lin, you'll have to make do with whatever I've already released. But if someday you want a custom build, come. I make them anytime, anywhere, so long as the money is there. That's okay. Most people don't know that it's a stupid question. Why? Because morons promote the idea that, hey, we should build around this weapon. Never, never do that. If you want to build it the right way, build based on a concept. Ask yourself, what should this build do? And then put in the right pieces. That way you'll never go wrong. Or at least that's my way, but then that's why I'm the best. So don't worry. I may sound harsh in my responses, but I'll always give you an awesome, epic, and honest answer. Yeah, we fucked him right there, Raymond. Put him right on the table and fucked him in the butt. Easy enough. Slapping contests while in lockdown. Listen, listen. Until the day you see my hand randomly come through your computer screen and give you a douche, alright? You ain't seen nothing yet. High DPS axe, of course! I have dozens of them. Go check for the axe builds on my channel. Every axe build I make is a high DPS axe build. What do you want? Oh god, Zeno. Should I call you mister? You boys enjoy measuring your EPing, but you know, Dot, you might want to be a bit careful. Mighty Zeno there literally has the power to silence people for 5 minutes. You sure you wanna test him, bro? You know, I gave him that authority. You gotta be careful, homie. My mods, they may be my mods, but I don't tell them what to do, you know that, right? If they so choose, they too can unleash a portion of my slapping power. Oh lord. Anyway, I must now reach to the computer and give Hugo a slap, because how dare ye ask if I have any high DPS axe builds. Bro, every Asian robot build is high DPS. You must literally kneel before me and say, my lord, bless me with your high DPS axe, and I will say, my son, why are you TOS? Should I call you mister? Hey Bravo, how you doing? Oh lord. Are you okay today? And Kyle Leo plays weapon tier list? No. Oh, okay, Zeno, he just asked for proof. Dot power, bro. I'll see you in 5 minutes, bro. Dot power. Lol. You do realize my mods have the power. Oh shit, he got hit with the double time. Nice. Okay, we'll see you in 10 minutes, bro. Double kill. Lol. You don't stand in a field and ask God to strike you with lightning. Why would you do this, Dot Power? Why? Well, I mean, you can do your work for 10 minutes and come back. No, I mean, technically you're still watching the stream, but you can. Now they can't snitch on you for watching YouTube, I guess. Lol. And listen, I'm a terrible influence, and I'm a horrible influence. In fact, you know, parents should probably keep their children away from me. I'm a bad influence. But yes, sorry Kyle, I was answering your question midway. Just to tell you why we don't do a weapons tier list is because weapons tier lists are only made by morons with shit for brains. The only content creators to have ever made a tier list are fucking idiots. And I don't care who gets offended by me saying that, I'm saying it openly. They are fucking idiots. The reason why is that Dauntless is not the kind of game where you have a tier list. You don't. And I'll tell you why. The reason is because what matters in Dauntless is, number one, your skill with the weapon, and number two, your build with the weapon. If you're not using an Asian robot build, that's 50%. You're already losing 50% of the battle. If you're not skilled with the weapon, and you listen to some moron creator say, hey, this weapon is S tier just because I'm really good at it, and then you start using that weapon, you're also a moron because you're losing the other 50% of the battle. If you are, for example, very good at the hammer, you can use an Asian robot build for the hammer, and you're gonna feel like fucking God. You're gonna feel like freaking Thor. See you later, Hugo. Have a good time at school. You're gonna feel like fucking God, and that's the difference. You see, I'm not good with the hammer, but it doesn't mean that I can't construct a build that'll work really well for you. You see, that's the key. So it's very important to understand first and foremost what weapon you like to use, and then choose a build for me that you enjoy. And that is the reason why we don't have weapon tier lists here, because I'll tell you straight up, you know, you're just gonna end up suffering if you ever follow a tier list, or if you ever, you know, listen to any moronic creators who say, hey, tier lists are good. Hey, this weapon's S tier. No, no, no. If they can't prove that the weapon is clearly superior to all other weapons in all aspects, then there's no reason to listen to them. Because I'm going to tell you the facts right here and right now. That shit don't exist. No problems, you know. You go ahead and go to the gym when you need to. Bravo, you go ahead and lurk as you need to. And Big Juicy says, hey, do you make weapon builds? Yeah, bro. In fact, you've actually donated so much that I think I could make a custom build for you. You just let me know, homie. Or, you know, you want to pay me some more for another custom build, or you just want me to make you the most pimp-ass build, anything. You just call me up, homie. Anytime, bro. And technically, Boog, you do realize that Big Juicy has the daddy role in the Discord, right? So, because he has the daddy role in the Discord, he literally cannot be slapped. He is immune to being slapped. Yes, Zeno and his workouts. Man needs it. How's COVID in Singapore? Seems okay for now. I really can't complain. Yes, we gotta pump those muscles. Because physical fitness is awesome. You're free to slap me? Well, yes, Spook. I am, but I have no reason to slap you because why would I do that? Like, you haven't done anything to me. If someone does not commit a violation and we slap them, then we become the violators. What was the frog leap? The frog leap was me just, you know, leaping for no reason because I can. Because I'm just literally so cool that I can just leap any distance I want. Okay, now we just getting kinky, bruh. Now we just getting kinky, Zeno. Zeno, are you asking me to call you Mister? Is that what you are trying to say? Why are you like this? Alright. Hey, by the way, ladies and gents, please don't forget to hit the like button on the stream. If you don't hit the like button on the stream, alright, I will have to send Zeno to reach through his computer. Alright, he will transform his hand into electricity, go across the internet and just like rip the skin off your face, okay? I have taught him the douche of God. It'll just like strike your cheek, and it's not gonna turn the other cheek. It's gonna turn the cheek that was struck into your other cheek. All right, that's how powerful our slaps are. All right, they don't make you turn your cheek. Okay, they will turn your cheek into the other cheek, and then you're gonna be called Mr. One Cheek. All right, that's how we do it. We douche you through space and time. Is he Electro? I mean, technically. The mighty Zeno, level 2, electric boogaloo. Yeah, it totally works. Okay, uno momento. Uno momento. Misa gonna try something different. Why? Because Misa says so. It is pissing down here. I see. I mean, I'm just listening to rain sounds. I legit just put on rain sounds for fun, because they relax me. Actually, like, as you can tell, I have hella issues. So without rain sounds, I can't keep myself calm. I like to keep myself very calm with rain sounds. They help me resist the urge to beat people. Only 5 minutes, dude. He can repeat that 5 minutes as much as he likes. Dot Power. You want to try again? LOL. Instant douched. Why? Dot Power. Why? I'll ask you in Chinese. 为什么? 为什么你做这样？Love you, Hannah. You have a good day at work. Yes, that's very true. Bravo is actually faster on the slaps than anyone else. He has high speed slapping. Bravo's slapping theme song is like that song from Tokyo, Initial D. How you doing, Shroot? I hope you're doing good today. Yeah? Okay, we're gonna try something different again. By the way, if any members need to join me, just let me know. Although I think most of my members are members because of my stream, not because they're playing Dauntless anymore. Ha ha. All right, I'm gonna test something else that's gonna be weird. Let's see if this will work. It will release when it is ready, Lin. I can't. Actually, it's still in testing. You see, this is why testing is important. Because earlier, it was good. But what if I can make it better? What if there is another angle? You see, that is what I'm testing now. What I need to test now is like, okay, that was the benchmark. That was the baseline. But what if we can do more? What if we can do even better than that? What if we can go beyond? All right? And that is what I'm testing now. So now we're gonna test something else and see, okay, we're gonna do a practical comparison. Oh, don't you worry, honey bear. We got plenty of ninjas already. How you doing, honey? Hey, you tuning in doing work? Somebody playing Skippy here. How are you, honey bear? Yeah, you go ahead. Enjoy the gym, Zeno. Enjoy the gym. How is work? Granted, I didn't expect to see you here today. Hey, my uncle got sent to the got called up to the police station. The fuck? What did he do? What did my uncle do? Anyway, he's going for a police interview next week. So what the hell, man? My family wildin'. My family wildin' out there. Okay, come see my beautiful face for strength, honey. Let me radiate strength to you through the computer screen. All right. Ladies and gents, if you don't know Kaz is my lovely lady. All right. So if you don't greet her with the power of the rainbow, then you will be guilty of high treason. And unfortunately, we're going to have to. We may have to execute you. Everyone came to see the hunk of a man, lol. That sounds so sus. Why are you guys getting like so sus? Why are you guys getting more and more sus with every passing day? What the hell? This is Lincoln sus. Wait, hang on. Sorry, family chat. Wait. Yes, love you more, honey. I mean, I know you can hear me on stream, but you know what? I'm nice like that. Alright. Anyway. At least my uncle ain't getting arrested or nothing. He's just, you know, helping. He's cooperating with the police interview. Cooperating with the Fed. Okay. By the way, guys, wasn't I supposed to get my channel totally taken down? Apparently, I'm still here though. But it's all good. It's all good. I'm sure they're working on that diss track. I'm still waiting on that. You know, it was supposed to be my last day 2 days ago, yo. Ain't that right, Kazzy? Ain't that right? Wish your dad was cooperative. Man, it's okay, man. You know, like, at least it's over and done with, yeah? I mean, well, technically your dad was kind of, you know, the person getting caught, so. What's up with that? What's up with what, Raymond? You might need to be a little more specific. We kind of got a couple different tangents going on here, home slice. Forget our memories, forget our possibilities. What you've been changing me into. I don't know, girl. Totally like define the laws of reality. Powerful wizardry at work here. Oh. Oh. Yo, so somebody got butthurt about one of the songs I performed, you know. Basically, they got a large ego thinking that the whole world revolves around them, and that, you know, like, if I'm gonna diss somebody, that every diss has to be directed at them. But quite frankly, I got a lot of people to diss, and that's why I don't name them. Because no sense giving validation to the person that I am dissing. Either way, I can certainly say it wasn't that person being dissed, it was actually someone else. But yeah, basically people being babies, that's all. Ain't nothing new. So, and either way, right, what I said, even if it would be a reportable offense under like, for example, normal circumstances, oops, sorry, a little bit of a stitch there, even if it would be reportable under a normal circumstance, the thing is, as a musical artist, you are allowed to use language symbolically. And I want everybody, yeah, pretty much, Raymond. I just want everybody to know that if you're a musical artist or even a physical artist, right, you have creative license. What this means is that, technically speaking, nobody can, like, your art or your music can offend somebody, and they actually cannot take it down unless it depicts something that would be, unless it is, number one, targeted at them, and number two, it depicts something or you know, represents something that would come under the law for defamation or slander. Then in that case, yes, you would technically be violating the law. But otherwise, you technically are not required to take down anything that is considered offensive or just because it offends somebody. So in terms of my music, there's no fucks given, because my music is how I tell my story and how I express myself creatively. Tongue, English. But when it comes to polite speech, obviously certain words are banned on this channel, such as one of the words in that song is a word that has actually been actively banned on this channel and would not be allowed in polite conversation, you know? But yeah. Oh, listen, Lynn, I don't doubt it. And that's why when it's music, you are technically speaking, literally allowed to say anything you like. You can even be highly offensive when it comes to art and representation, because that's what creativity is. It's creative arts. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys listen to metal or you like the metal scene in general, but there's a band called Death Stars, and they did a song called can't even remember what it was, but I know the lyrics was something like "Drink the cyanide." In the music video of that, they dressed up in you know particular outfits that, technically speaking, could be heralded as offensive in this day and age, especially. But it's all creativity. Oh, he does, Lynn. But yeah, the thing is just that you can, in music, literally say and do whatever you want. You can, in music, literally say and do whatever you want, and that's something a lot of people forget. When it's a song, I can literally talk all about killing you. I can talk about how much I want to butcher you. You know, I can literally talk about the most sick-minded things, and technically it's creative license. One of my favorite hard rappers. Now, I would never emulate his language and style because, quite frankly, I have a global stream, so I wouldn't risk going too far with language than he does. But Immortal Technique literally says some pretty sick shit in his rhymes. And I'm not saying sick as in the cool sick, but like actually sick-minded. Some of his lyrics can go that far, but that is Immortal Technique for you, and he's very good at what he does. In fact, his lyrical style is something that also had a bit of influence on mine, but I fell back more to the gangster stuff because that one I felt was not only better for reaching a wider audience, but Immortal Technique was a little too political, and also he goes a little bit far with his lyrics, so I really don't want to go that far. But yes, you have creative license. You can say and do whatever you want with your music, with your original music. You can do whatever you want. No, I haven't. I have definitely not heard Aussie rap. But then again, I don't know much of like the Aussie rap scene. Yay! Congrats on finishing, Dot Power. And yes, Immortal Technique is an absolute beast. He is a total savage. Big Juicy 97, you talking about the person that I was dissing in my track? It was an ex-Discord member, as in he got in back in the old days when I allowed everybody into my Discord, and he used to be a supporter of the channel. He used to actually give love to the channel. Yeah, unfortunately YouTube doesn't permit any links, but it's okay, Raymond. I may check it out in future. Either way, right now I wouldn't have any time to listen to it. I literally have like barely any time as it is. Hashtag sad. But that's how I will work hard, and one day I'll have free time. I'm telling you guys, right now for the next 2 years, I have no free time because that's how long it takes to get a startup, which basically my channel is no different from a startup business. About 2 years is how long it takes to stabilize. Until that time, I'm literally limiting my free time, and my free time is only one day on Sunday, which is where I spend with my lovely girl Kaz. Yes, you can link me on Twitter if you want to, or Instagram, but again, I usually don't have time to listen. I rarely do, and that's just me being honest, because you could send it to me and then I just like have no time to listen to it, because like all my free time I shove it to Sunday, and that's when I spend it with Kaz, because like, poor girl, that's literally the only time she gets with me, because I'm working every single day, every second of the hour. Tell us the track name and we can search it. Yes, that could also work. You can also tell us the rapper's name and the track name. Well, good luck, Dot Power. That sounds like a huge pain having to translate them. Do your best. I hope you can get it done. In fact, if you guys want to hear the song that offended everybody, you know what? I'll perform it for you guys right now, because you know what? This audience is hot, and you guys deserve it. Ladies and gents, here's a free performance from me right now. This is my newest song, which I wrote the other day. Song 5 is coming soon, but this is my newest song, which I performed the other day. Some of you have probably heard it. All right? Yes. It's literally just called Dear Haters. All right? So I want you to enjoy it. And it's Mr. Cream Puff. Hello, how are you? TKO Checkmate. I actually know that name. Holy shit, but I haven't heard the song. Okay. I'll make a mental note. But I literally cannot guarantee that I'll listen to it anytime now, but I will at some point. Put in my music folder. Okay. Aw, thank you, Mr. Cream Puff. Let me also add a lovely 30 push-ups to the list, which I'm going to start doing. Love it. Y'all ready? This is the so-called tip as well. All right, looks like we're doing a concert now. Let me also add, before we carry on, all right? Before we carry on, I think I need to, since these people want to, you know, put a picnic table, I'm going to dance. All right, concert time. It's a bit underneath the amount, but you know what? I don't give a fuck. 27 times 3 is 60 plus another 7 times 3 is 21. 60 plus 21, 81. So 81 plus 730 plus 81. That leads me to 811 push-ups. Oh, nice. I'm going to get started on them right after this. Of course, relatable illness. Everything is good. Oh, nice. I would love to play that, dude. Dot Power, remind me when it comes out. Neon Dreams. Thank you for giving me the fire. Mr. Cream Puff, thank you so much for your dono. Bravo as well. You too. I think it's time that we do a concert for you. Y'all better be ready. All right. I think you might also enjoy this song, folks. Here we go. Now, this one's a different vibe, all right? Totally different vibe right here. But I want to do this one for everybody because, you know, honestly, I've been through a lot. And there's a lot that I want to say, so honestly, I just want y'all to take a moment and listen. Asian Robot, Chen Siddhartha, Raymond, you're hilarious. My life started out with a criminal mindset. Only wanted cash cause I thought that's what I'd get. I pushed myself through the hoops and chains, through the whips and rain. I'm fusing pleasure with pain, but I hate to say, or rather have to say, that honestly it was my journey that paved the way. Because I did my time and I righted my wrongs, just so I could stand up and say the demon was gone. But the demon still sits right inside of my head. If not for you in this nation, I would likely be dead. Slicing wrists wide open in the vertical sense, because I'm only worth something when I end up in the past tense. Everybody else seems to get along fine, or maybe they just hold it better with time. Is this the kind of life that we live in the now? Because I'm honestly sick. Don't you tell me that I'm okay alone. I've tried so many times only to get torn. You watch from the outside while I'm dying within. Your lies are the reason that I fall. I was fucking stupid when I first came up. See, I treated everybody like they was all fucked, cause I knew I was bad, so you must be too. It's projection, motherfucker, cause I'm just like you. But that's just a lie that I always abused. I was super easy, so I always got used. Until the day I learned how to value other people. I was just a peasant king preaching to his own steeple. That's why I failed for the very first time. I was the demon sitting in my own mind. I had to learn to trust, and I did it with you, because the robot nation is a very real crew. Everybody else seemed to get along fine, but now I got something that I can call mine. I don't have to be all alone in my head, and the voices feel quiet now. Don't you tell me that I'm okay alone. I've tried so many times only to get torn. You watch from the outside while I'm dying within. Your lies are the reason that I fall. Everybody else seems to get along fine, or maybe they just hold it better with time. Is this the kind of life that we live in the now? Because I'm honestly sick of a silence that's loud, and that's why I failed for the very first time. I was the demon sitting in my own mind. I had to learn to trust, and I did it with you, cause the robot nation is real. Don't you tell me that I'm okay alone. I've tried so many times only to get told. You watch from the outside while I'm dying within. Your lies are the reason that I fall into sin. Kaz Ninja watching in the background. Glad you like it, yo. I'm glad the elephant farted. Such a lovely reaction, yeah. Anyway, you know, since I perform my own music multiple times. These are all my own songs that are gonna be coming out. But you know, since we got enough for a concert today, I want to make sure that we do a proper concert. So I'm about to freestyle now. Somebody wanted me to show how I drop my diss tracks. Yeah, okay, sure, easy enough. Let me show you how we do disses. All right, let me show you how we do some serious disses. Okay, let me just go around for a second. Ooh, new beat by this guy. Let's check it out. No worries, honey. Hey, Sin, I'm glad you're here to enjoy this. A diss about you, Dot Power? I don't diss my friends, man. But if I'm gonna diss somebody, then I'm gonna diss somebody right now. Hey, yo, hold on. I'm about to go hard on this, alright? Y'all just gotta give me a second. See, the fact of the matter is, I don't really care what you wanna do, cause I bring that bliss with every single time that I'm on the mic. See, I am the guy who shot, never misses. That's why I take shots, that's why I make moves, that's why you always lose. You wanna come up against me and you say that I'm stealing your views, but the fact is nobody wants to view your shit, cause you are just an abusive little piece of shit who's on his little bit of high crack. He thinks that he's better than everybody else, so fuck that. I'm gonna show the world that we are the best. Why? Cause we have respect. I don't care if you get offended at my music, but you guys gotta learn to fuck that. You can do whatever you want, but I'm gonna diss you anytime, anywhere, because I'm the man with the music and my talent. It grows every single day. I rap like I play, because it's practice to make this whole world sway to my beat. That's how I fucking do this. If you are upset at my stream, then oh well, I guess you can try to sue this, but you're not gonna win in any court. In fact, you might be too poor to ever bring any action against me. In fact, you should bring a retort first if you want to. Maybe then you can come with a comeback. Maybe then you can actually make a little diss track. See, if you want to, you can do whatever you want. But quite frankly, screw you, because you will never amount to anything. Especially cause you're sitting here on a fake account, watching what I have to say and sing. And what? You gonna clip it? You gonna show it to your little friends and say, oh, look at him, he's always performing diss tracks all about me, and now I'm super sad. Oh no, pouty. That's how you sound every single day. I'm still waiting, because you take so long to come up with things. Oh man, I'm not hating, but I would really like some competition. Quite frankly, it must be so sad to be you with every single submission that you do, because nobody now watches you, so well, I guess that hurts, right? Asian Robot on the mic. Any beat, anytime, anywhere. Getting real early M vibes. Well, let's see. This guy also made a Polo G beat. Somebody mentioned that, so let's see what it's like. Oh, this is nice. Because I really don't mind what beat it is, you know. I just like to listen to it and I just come up with whatever comes out of my head. Yo, We don't really talk anymore. I guess that's what this song is about. But that's okay, cause I was the one that held open that door. And honestly, I'm just so disappointed that you slammed it in my face. What a waste, what a waste, what a waste. I got so many friends by my side. So many people wanna see me rise. But sometimes at night it still hurts just to know that so many people fell off, man. What the hell did I even do wrong? Was it my abrasive personality? Do I have to look at myself in the mirror just to see that maybe I'm not a G to these people? But that's okay, I guess I can't please everybody. I'm not gonna be here, I'm just not gonna go hard for anybody else. No, I'm here to do what I wanna do, cause that is what keeps me rock steady. It's what keeps me so heavy. And the vibes on this song, they tell me that I'm going strong. And honestly, if you don't want to be a part of that, that's your problem. I'm gonna go hard whatever I do. I'm gonna always stand for my crew. I'm always gonna be here for the people that want to see me up there in the lights and the names, everything. That's what we want. But it's not a journey of fame, it's a journey of passion that comes from the heart. See, when I talk about music, that's what pulls me apart. It's like my therapy, it's what shows the darker side of me, the vulnerable layers that maybe I don't always put out. But quite frankly, that's the things that I wanna shout from the rooftops, cause it's what really makes up me. So I'm sorry if you don't see. It's okay if you wanna leave. Well, maybe you're not meant for these, but I'm not gonna go away. I'm not just some disease. You can't eradicate me no matter how hard you try. I'm always gonna be up in the sky. I'll be looking down, but not from that arrogance. I'm just gonna say that I was the one that wore the crown, and I'm always looking higher. The sky ain't my limit. There's space and beyond, so that's why I rap it. Hope y'all enjoyed this beat. Just for you. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you guys very much. Bravo, Mr. Cream Buff, as always. Big supporters. Thank you very much for enjoying it. I'm going to actually put this beat into my album as a potential. I actually might work on that beat. That one's really good. Yeah, no, I like that beat. I'm actually gonna use it for a proper song at some point. That was actually quite excellent. And no problem, Cass, honey. I saw you. I saw what you said, and I will call you if anyone wants to dance. Don't worry whether I get an audience in Ramsgate or not. Doesn't even matter to me. Sometimes, people poke around. Like a fan will show up, but I'm all good. Well, my music comes from the heart, so I hope you guys will feel it. I'm gonna get some water because I realized I ran out, but it's just back there, so it won't take long. See, diss tracks are fun. And music is also a good expression of information and stuff like that, but most of the time, for me, it's just therapy. It helps me release the tension and stress. It just makes me better overall. And in fact, it's also time for push-ups, so I'm gonna do my 20 before we carry on. Don't want to miss my workouts. Ooh yeah! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Easy. It's possible, Dot Power, but it also depends, because as far as I know, it still does do some regional separation. So I usually meet people from the Asia region who watch my stuff. Very rare that I've met somebody from the EU or NA region. So to an extent, like fair is fair. Their game is not like dead or anything. There's still plenty of Slayers around. So I may not run into you, Dot Power, but I can possibly run into other people from the Asia region. It does work that way. Unless, of course, I bring you to the Asia region. But in which case, you would literally be in my party in that circumstance. Oh yeah, it happens, Lynn. It happens. But ladies and gents, I'll tell you what I'm still mad about. Alright? I'm still mad over the fact that freaking cross-region play for Space Punks had better connection than playing in my own region. Like, what the hell, man? I'm still waiting for them to fix that shit. True. True. For those are the rules. But it's okay, someday. Don't worry about it, you know? Like I said, the channel's gonna be around here for a long time. I have no intention of going anywhere. And besides, literally, what are they gonna do? I mean, unless, you know, somebody decides, oh yeah, we can take down his channel. Woo. What did I do? Make some music? Like, okay, fine. I guess that's an offense nowadays, huh? Freedom of thought and expression. Remember, kids, stay in school, otherwise you will make moronic statements and make an ass out of yourself. No, Charok, how dare you walk away from me, you piece of ass. Get over here. You fool! To be fair though, Dot Power, I'm still waiting for Slayers to actually have something to bother doing. Like, there literally hasn't been anything new in ages. And yeah, sure, whoop-de-doo, radiant escalation, but at the end of the day, it's just another escalation. We need something real to sink our teeth into, you know? But anyway. I've said it before and I'll say it again. If the devs want to turn this game around, all they gotta do is hire and pay me. Easy enough. Is Dauntless ever gonna get a good update? Good question. You know, I'll give you the Shrek face. Good question. There, that's a very good question, Donkey. I may not be able to answer you. But honestly, Zemo, I don't know, because I have nothing to do with the devs. I'm pretty sure they hate me, and the feeling is probably mutual, considering how many times I've dissed them and how disappointed I've been with their updates. But quite frankly, what I'll say is that I don't know if they'll ever get any good updates. They have said that the Radiant escalation is coming in late March, but I expect it to launch with a lot of bugs. About as many, in fact, probably more bugs than an open beta game, which is fantastic, since did you know you can actually literally get stuck on trees still and get stuck on the training dummy in the training ground, which people saw live on my stream earlier, which is fucking fantastic, considering that this game is not an open beta. But, you know, we'll see whether or not that's going to be a good update. Honestly, I don't know. I would love to give you a positive response and tell you that yes, there should be, but I just don't have any faith in Phoenix Labs to deliver anything. I mean, they're Phoenix Labs. They're not Jugex, okay? Jugex is a very reliable company. They're reliable. They've got a proven history. This is Phoenix Labs. This could honestly be their first ever venture. I wouldn't know. But if it is, then, well, they did a good job initially, but they're kind of messing it up right now, which is the issue. And I hope they turn that around and recognize that they have to turn that around if they want people to continue playing. Because most people are already bored. Even newer players get bored very quickly because there's just nothing much to hold you. After you learn that you just need a good build and you can start farming stuff, then it just becomes item farming simulator. I mean, yeah, all you can do is just add more levels to your Reforge, and that's about it. I mean, even if they added more bonuses, though, like, that is just grindy content. That's still not content, you know what I'm saying? And that's the downside. That, I think, is the biggest downside. I would like to see something real. But like I said, if they want my ideas, they have to pay. And if they decide to hire me and pay me, I tell you, I can turn this game around in 4 months guaranteed. But if not, then not my problem. I will reserve my talents for a developer and a studio that genuinely deserves it. Neon Dreams, you wish that they would finally add PvP? I mean, you know, at this point, you know, at first I was vehemently against it because I'd say it would destroy the balance of the game. But at this point, I think people are so desperate for content that they may as well just introduce Slayer Arena, where we can just go in the arena and beat on each other. Yep, that's why I said PvP is like genuinely like something that they should not add into this game. But at this point, right, I would say we are so desperate for content that it doesn't matter whether it will work or not. Even if they release some broken ass PvP mode, I bet you people will play the shit out of it for a while at least. It'll be a band-aid solution, and then people will cry for buffs and nerfs in PvP, and then the whole spiral of the game going downhill will begin. And then at that point, I'll be sitting here thinking, good thing I've got other games as a backup. Who knows? They might disable some cells for PvP. They might only allow certain cells, or they might only make it like base weapons in PvP. There's so many ways you can do it. It depends on the implementation. In fact, I know of a way, like I said, to make PvP in Dauntless very viable, but that would require like a huge amount of time investment. Oh, they can solve damage numbers with scaling, dude. They can also scale hit points, things like that, which could create a whole genre of PvP builds. But again, like I said, the implementation and what it would take to implement viable and, you know, actually fun and enjoyable PvP in this game is very, very complex. And I'm definitely not willing to give it away for free. But there's a good way to do it. There's a very good way to do it. But it would require some investment of time, effort, things like that. For most features in a game, right, just to let you guys know, one of the biggest and most important things is the implementation. What would I do for a nice sweet treat? Depends on the kind of treat, Big Juicy. Like, what are we talking here? Ice cream? Candy? Depends, man. If it's ice cream, I'll free. If a person's gonna give me some ice cream, I'm gonna drop a freestyle for them anytime. Wouldn't mind some ice cream. See, Zemo, that's also an interesting idea. I think it has been discussed before. You know? Hey, Lynn. Why wouldn't Pokemon work? I think that's also a valid idea. That's all of this shit is viable. You know, there's many ways that you can twist and make things work. But again, it's all about how creative you are and how much you can create given the resources that you have at hand. That, I think, is what a lot of people fail to understand. You're looking at a large variety of solutions for a single problem if you're creative enough. Also, I need to do my push-ups. Forgot. Almost forgot. Buffed. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Told y'all, didn't I? There's no story, man, because what kind of story is there? To have a story, right? Dot power, you need to have a writer. You need to have a valid story writer, somebody who knows how to create an epic fantasy, you know? Well, Lynn, unfortunately, this isn't a PvP game, so there won't be any better matchmaking. In fact, the matchmaking is the best that it is because they have a very small player base. If they had a large player base, right, that was constantly spending on skins and other cosmetics, they wouldn't need to do the hunt pass change. They did the hunt pass change because they're getting desperate for cash. And like this is already their dying cry. They're like, help us, we need money. So we need you to give us your money. Please help us. Please help us, guys. We're starving out here. That is literally what they're doing and why they're doing it. Yeah, that's normal. That's normal, Zemo. Like I said, their player base is not big. That's why they're so desperate. That's why, like, whenever I do my voting polls and stuff like that, a few of their people will come in and say, "Hey, I gotta show love for Dauntless. I gotta show love. I gotta make sure this game looks good." But no, it's not, and we all know it's going badly. So, otherwise, they would be pumping out content. They would be doing this and that. You can already tell that they're strapped. Have you got crossplay switched off? No, I play in private, dude. I just hit private hunts every single time, Lynn. I don't ever hunt with other slayers. For people to play with me, they have to pay. You want to play with God, you better be able to pay. Sorry, God don't work for free. But yeah, the reason why I do that is also because why would I offer my skills, which I know are worth something, for free? No. I can reap the benefits of leveling and testing on my own. In fact, it's better for me to be alone, usually, because that way I can get more accurate testing done. So that's why I'm never worried about matchmaking. But the matchmaking that they have in this game is limited, because all they do is they just put all the slayers together, and as soon as there's enough, they go in. That's it, because you're not in a competitive game. So even if there was a higher player base, there would be they literally would not be able to improve the matchmaking. You got $2 and a Snickers? For you, Big Juicy, good enough. If you need me, I will happily help you. But yeah, I always have my crossplay on, but I never play with anyone other than members or top supporters. That's about it. And well, I mean, Big Juicy, it also depends, because to answer your earlier question, even if I wasn't hungry, there's a second stomach for ice cream. Everybody loves ice cream. So as long as if you offered me ice cream, hell, I'd freestyle for the person for free. So I'd be like, yeah, ice cream. Neither is harder, Zemo. All of them are easy. Like Dot Power says, as long as you got one of my builds, every behemoth is easy. You should, like, there's no point in asking which is easier. Because it also depends on the person. Some people actually do find Agris tougher because although he stays in one spot, he can be very annoying, and the poison is difficult if you don't have the right build to counter it. Skyfire, I'm doing alright. Oh, okay, so you're talking to Zeno, yeah. Zemo. I also mispronounced it. Okay. If you're trying to answer in relation to somebody, right, you might want to try adding them, because otherwise I assume it's for me. But yeah, in that case, you're right, Lynn. If you've got crossplay turned off, Zemo, you might have a longer matchmaking, but I don't think he's got crossplay turned off. I like peppermint chocolate chip, Big Juicy, but there's a huge amount of flavors that I like. Rocky Road, cookies and cream, I'm occasionally partial to it, and I love McDonald's ice cream, like the 50-cent McDonald's ice cream, dude. I love that. If I could, I would eat that every day. of my life. Like, that's how much I love McDonald's ice cream. Like, legit, I fucking love McDonald's ice cream. I don't think I can express to you guys how much I love McDonald's ice cream, because I love McDonald's ice cream. But yes, that is me in a nutshell. Peppermint chocolate chip would probably be my favorite flavor of all time, though. I love that peppermint flavor. Lol, Doomslayer. It doesn't even have to be midnight, bro. McDonald's ice cream just feels the best. I love it. It's cheap, good, and satisfying. Like, that's exactly what I like. That is nuts, but like, I don't know what country you live in that it's always broken, Skyfire, but here in Singapore we can guarantee that our machines are always working, and it's amazeballs. Like their dessert side is like a whole separate area. Some stores will have 2 machines. One is like the dessert machine when it's outside. How do I do it, Zemo? Because I've got actual dedication and passion, and I actually care about this. Plus, this is also my job. You see, I'm a full-time content creator. I make my living entirely off content. That's why I'm very passionate about my content. That's why I reply to every comment. Other people, they do it to get extra money, but they're not passionate about content. Either that, or they fake their viewership. Think about it like this. There are other YouTubers out there. I won't name who I'm talking about, but there are other YouTubers out there who can get like 10, 20k views per video. That's about 10 times what I get. And these people are not full-time. They still work a day job. They rarely make content. They don't stream as often as I do. If they have such a large fan base genuinely supporting them, they would easily be making 7 to 8 times my income. And even if we assume that I only make $1,000 a month, now of course I make a little bit more than that, but it's quite close to what I make per month. I don't make much money right now because I'm still small, relatively small. But what I will say is that these people should be making 7 times that. Although 1,000-ish is not much, 7 times that is $7,000, $7,000 to $8,000. So yeah, that is why a lot of these people are just fake, because they're faking their numbers. Trust me, if you really have a huge base, your base will provide for you. If you don't have a huge base and they're not providing for you, then your entire base is fake, and all you're doing is just paying for viewership. By the way, could you guys like the stream? Don't forget to like the stream. Every time you come to the stream, please like the stream. If you do so, right, it helps us grow faster. And if you help us grow faster, we can reach more people, and that means the channel grows bigger. I make more money, I can make more content, all right? So please don't forget to like the streams whenever you come by. If you hit the like button, it's very helpful. It always will help the stream to trend. So make sure you like videos and like the streams, all right? Even if you don't fully watch them, it's okay. Just make sure you slam that like button. Slam that like button as many times as you can, all right? On as many videos as you can, it helps. No, Big Juicy 97. That's what I want to try. Kaz always talks about the Shamrock Shake, and I get so jealous. I really want to try that, but we don't have that in our McDonald's here. They do not have Shamrock Shakes here. So, hashtag Satirus Maximus. Maximum over sad. I wish they did, bro. I wish they did. Now that dot power sounds good, but I hope your internship was useful at least. You know, I hope it taught you something, because you know I think the most important thing is that you learn something. As long as you learn something, then that's good. You know, it's not wasted. You know, don't worry about membership, man. Just make sure that you're learning something, because you know, as a person, dot power, like you've been through a lot in life, so I think you can understand the value not just of education but learning from your experiences. Whatever you experience, learn from it and use it to make you stronger. That has been the one defining feature of what I do and what makes me more successful than others. It's because I learn from everything. My accounting background, I quit that after 4 years, but it wasn't a waste. Not a single day of it was a waste because I learned from it. I learned how to do business. I learned how to run a business. I learned what was involved in running a business. I learned how to structure my own business, you know? Well, that's still a learning too, you know? And you never know when things might become useful. Even the dumbest things, like I remember one time I went through an inventory listing for a very different purpose, dot power, but I had to tally some figures and I literally had to do it manually because there was no way that I could sort the Excel to do what I wanted or to automate the process. So I literally did it manually. It was then that I realized, okay. So I learned a lot about the systems and the background behind the systems and how to construct a lot of these systems, how to understand them better. And that was what changed for me. That was what altered everything for me, and that's what made it way better, you see. And I also learned I never want to do that for a living, so here I am. But Kaz is right. Dedication is also a big part of that. I am very dedicated to what I do, and I'm very determined in what I do. Yes, I was an accountant. Specifically, I was an auditor with also while also doing tax accounting. So I specialize in both audit and tax. Right. I was reviewing the yearly financials. Of company. My job was not to do their accounting. My job was to review their financials on a year-to-year basis and check for errors. That's what an auditor effectively does. We inspect a business to make sure that it's running properly. And that was basically my job. It's okay. Like, it's not too bad. It's long hours, but I learned from it. So, and I made a good salary. All right, let me do my push-ups. Ooh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I always have the cocaine stick nearby, but thankfully I don't need it. It's right here. But I don't need it today because today I already took my meds early this morning, so I'm okay. But I always have the cocaine stick with me, man. There's not a moment that goes by without that cocaine stick, or else I'm screwed. Nah, if it's your job, dot power, it's actually quite easy to do. It's not as complex or difficult as they make it sound. It's actually really easy to do. But it can be tedious because there's a lot to check. It's not the difficulty so much as the tedium. So that is where a lot of people like lose it. And of course long hours, but then again, every accounting job is long hours. And that's the price you pay to become a very strong accountant in future and to be very good at your job. But for me, that pathway was not possible. I just I looked at it and I said, no, this is not for me. I think I would like to choose my own path, and that's why I became a streamer instead, because my passion was always in entertainment. I'm here. I very much prefer to be here to entertain people, to do what I love to do, and that, well, that made more sense to me. That is where I am. Hey Ghost, how you doing? How are you today? Mr. Ghost? Oh, nice. Do your best, Power. Do your best. Qualifications are good. As long as you have the determination and passion for what you do, you'll be alright. As long as you're sure it's what you want to do, then you'll be alright. The only time people ever really fail is when they don't have the passion. Or they think they have the passion for it, but then they lose the passion along the way. I'm doing very good, Ghost. Certainly I got no problems right now. I'm just enjoying myself, talking with my chat, testing out something new and interesting. Well, I guess it's not new and interesting. Testing out something old and interesting. But since people requested it, I am providing. So that's what I'm doing. Well, you may get it. Eventually, maybe. Who knows? I'll see whether or not I want to release it. I could withhold it and blackmail everybody. Well, Zemo, you're gonna need an Asian robot build. Surveyed is not too hard. You just need to have an Asian robot build first. When you have an Asian robot build, you will be able to run it. Yes, no dodge is good. If you're using one and you still can't kill it, then bro, you're using the wrong type of build for you. Maybe you should try out a Bastion build or a different weapon, because the weapon should feel natural to you. If you want to use the weapon properly, right, it must feel natural. So if you're using an Asian robot build and still having trouble killing a Savate, then you need to ask yourself, are you using the right weapon? Because it means that you're probably missing a lot of dodges, you're probably either not hitting enough attacks, things like that. So try a different weapon then. But Savate is honestly easy, because if you break one of his parts, then he just stops for a while, and then you can just go crazy on him. And most of the time, his attacks can be easily dodged. Or if they can't be easily dodged, you don't even know how to dodge, then that's your problem. You need to start by learning. Well, there you go. You gotta start to learn that first. If you don't know how to dodge, then basically you're literally not enjoying the most basic skill in Dauntless. Which means that you actually should not be playing this game. You should literally be playing a different game where dodging is not a part of it. Because you do realize that although I make no dodge builds, it doesn't mean that you totally don't dodge. It means that you don't have to dodge every attack, but you can still dodge if you want to. Because amps are based on RNG, Doomslayer, what the fuck? Yep. I can make a build, but I can't make you any smarter as a Slayer. And if you can't dodge, then well, son, you need practice. And that is unfortunately something that no YouTuber can give you. Because every game, in fact every video game requires practice if you want to be any good at it. Otherwise you're just going to be forever weak. Do you ever go for quick runs in trials? What do you mean? Most of the time we never bothered because there's literally, like, for me, I have no point in doing any of them. I've got everything I need in the game, so nowadays I just make the trials clear build for Slayers. Speed running, yeah, no. No, I think he may need to delete Dauntless instead. If he says he's never dodged an attack in his life, good on you. Delete Dauntless and go play a different game. You'll feel way better. But no, I don't speedrun trials. Because, if I may be perfectly frank, no offense to those that enjoy speedrunning trials, if that is really what they want to do in their life, but I don't much feel like spending a couple of hours of my life fighting the same behemoth over and over in the hopes of getting a good timing on it. No. My time is better spent more productively. But then again, that's just me. I mean, from a job perspective, yeah, I'm not wasting that much time. You want to put in only what is necessary, and never anything beyond that. So yeah, no. I leave the speed running to gamers. Did you literally just say parasitic plus 6 and 9 lives? Damn. Lolin. No chill on that one. Savage, bro. Savage. You dodged everything in Blaze Escalation. Congratulations. Here is your award, Rider Heel. Here is your award of getting douched. Let me reach this computer and give you a slap of love. Good job, Rider Heel. Good job. Lol, that bullet loaded up instead of using the previous one. Oh, it doesn't matter. No, YouTube. Why? Sleep well, Big Juicy. Rest well, man. Oh, well. Don't worry, I won't get too bored. Because my later stream, I'm going to be playing Space Punks. And I can live with that. I can fucking live with that. Bastion is indeed very fun. But yeah, sleep well. Oh, listen. Don't worry about that. It happens, Ghost. Like, sometimes people just, like, for some reason... The way my girl says it, she says you have the hormone. You have the behemoth attracting hormone. So yeah, don't mind it too much. It really does happen. It's so legit but so hilarious. Oh, it's dead. Bye, Juicy. Sleep well. Yep, Thrax is going to bed too. He dead. As for me, I need a nice afternoon nap. I'm gonna do my food stream later. I think I'm gonna get KFC tonight, guys. I think I'm gonna go get myself a Zinger Stacker burger with some mashed potatoes. I don't know if KFC has ice cream. I hope they do. I want to buy some fucking ice cream, man. I'm gonna have my one good meal a week, which is tonight on Friday. You know, I never thought I'd be this broke in my life, but this is the happiest broke I've ever been. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's also, again, like, why I advocate so much for passion. You know, you love something. When you love it, you really, really like it. You know, you just feel good. Oh, it happens, Ghost. Don't mind it too much. Thank you to those who liked the stream. I'll be right back in a second. I gotta pee. So, BRB. Hey, look, it's this guy again. Yes, you sleep well. You sleep well, buddy. You rest well, Bravo. I'm gonna go pee and I'll come back and, you know, slay more shit. B to the RB. Okay. Come on. Alright, y'all give me a second, folks. While I queue for, I need to adjust something before I queue for the next one. Okay, done. Let's go. Look at these random people standing around me. Are they worshipping their god? They better be. Okay, let me also do my other 20 push-ups. Now, letting my time go to waste. Ooh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's another 20 chalked up. Alright, let's go. This evening I should clear my burpees as well. I only have 8 left to do. Might be able to clear them in one go. Been a while since I got shunted to the frost escalation. Okay, here we go.
That behemoth won't menace my people any longer. I'm grateful, Skyslayer, but the fight's not over yet. As soon as you have the charge anchor you seek, you must move on.
Not a bad choice.
You have courage, but don't be a fool. Warn yourself against the frostbite near the safe areas before it's too
There's
late.
nothing wrong with choosing that kind of pathway. I forgot I didn't have reckless sleep anymore. Ha! Not that it matters. Yeah. Oh man, really? You gonna do me like that, Frostwolf? Such a lack of respect. Why so weak, Frostwolf? Why so weak? I don't think any of them can carry against me, but yeah, good effort, I guess. Good effort in their own way. In their own twisted little way. Do 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 do
These spirits will
do.
offer you a little extra protection. Watch for them.
if you have spare marks, ride a heal. I only got it when I had spare marks because there was nothing else to get, and I just wanted to complete my collection. Yeah, otherwise I don't recommend it. I keep forgetting that I removed Reckless Sleep. I'm so used to using Reckless Sleep. Oh. But yeah, I only bought it when I had spare marks. Simply because it's useless and I never actually use it. Like, I literally think it serves no purpose in my opinion. I've never actually even wanted to use it for anything. It's pants? What? What do you mean pants?
It's finished, Sky Slayer.
Yeah, go get yourself some food. It's okay if the headset dies. Happens sometimes. Go ahead and get your food. Get your food, people. Go get your food. Get your snacks. Get whatever you want. I'm going to be here for another 30 minutes. And then it's gonna be nap time. And then when I wake up,
Protect yourself, Sky Slayer, and make use
food
of
stream.
yours.
Finally get my meal later. Do-do-do. Kaz is investigating. Okay, Thunder Deep. How dare you actually kill me? This fool of a behemoth dare to kill me? Ah, okay. So pants means it's terrible. An odd expression, but interesting to learn. I see. More Europeans have arrived. In general, ride a heal? Yes. In general. But I rarely use radiant type weapons if I can avoid it. I see. You use it loads over there. Intriguing. And then I live again, apparently.
Are all Sky Slayers as good? I suppose there's only one way to find out. On to the next battle.
Well, my clone apparently cannot collect the lantern. No. Okay, now I'm alive again.
These spheres will offer you a little extra protection. Watch for them.
No, he was asking about the type of weapon. Cells wouldn't have an impact on the UE. So his question is more what kind of weapon suits it, those that hit more frequently. So in fact, yes. Yes, that is true. Cells would not affect it. Because it's mainly to do with the frequency of hits. But it doesn't necessarily mean that you always want those that hit frequently, because you're weighing it against the fact that if you use a larger weapon that hits harder, technically speaking, you get a double hit on that. That's also pretty good. So overall, to me, it's just a useful UE, but just that there are much better choices. Skullforge is good. Sorry, Doomslayer, I can't tell you that. There are a couple of builds that I've done that do use the Skullforge, but well, you know the policy, Doomslayer. If you don't see it in an Asian robot build, is it really good? It might be fun for you to use, but if you want Asian robot advice, then my advice is always the same. Focus only on Asian robot builds. If you're not using an Asian robot build, well, you are basically being inefficient, which you are welcome to be, but you know, you don't want to gimp yourself, do you? You guys have crazy slang when you're trying not to swear at your kids. Powerful. Oh well, as long as you explain the slang to me, I'll be alright. I think Kaz doesn't use much slang around me, or at least she tries to minimize it, because she knows, number one, I'm Asian. Not only do I come from a different culture where the meanings and nuances of some words are different, but at the same time, she also knows that I get very confused over slang. So I think she tries to minimize it for me. Because honestly, she doesn't use that much with me. And I personally, I am a native English speaker, but because my English language is was learned for a more global purpose, although I speak only English, I tend to be very proper with what I'm saying. So the slang that I use is mostly American. Yeah, the helm is useless. You can craft the weapons instead. That way, in future, if a good build comes out, you can use that. Yeah, fair enough, guys. I can accept that, and I kind of knew that. Because it makes sense that because otherwise I would have hella difficulty understanding stuff. So, you already know it well. You used an Asian robot axe build, but with God Hand. I mean, like, is heresy what you want to commit? You just want to sit in my stream and commit heresy? I mean, if you do, I'm not gonna stop you. You know, far be it from me to stop you from committing obvious heresy, but what the hell? Like, you could just use the God Hand build, you know that, right? But instead you're using something else and just slapping the God Hand on it. That's like literal blasphemy. Like, why would you do this? Just why? This is like the maximum level of blasphemy that I've ever seen. I've seen some pretty high levels of blasphemy, I'll tell you that much. Listen, all you out there, I'm only gonna say it once. You carry your viewer on frost escalation? What? No. I've only ever carried members, never viewers. For me, I only play with members. So yes, I've carried a member, but not a viewer. If you want to become a channel member in future, that means you have the green name and the badge, honor tier or higher, then yes, you can request for my assistance on escalations. But for viewers, no. I've never carried a viewer. I've only carried members. Your kid changed it and you just rolled with it. I mean, that's cute blasphemy, but it's still blasphemy, okay? I'm looking at it and I'm just like, okay, that's cute. That's some cute ass blasphemy, but it's still blasphemy. Okay, that is the maximum level of blasphemy that I've ever seen. Okay, slightly less than the maximum level of blasphemy that I've ever seen. If I have to talk slang though, my slang is mostly American. Because la-di-da, I'm a rapper, so yeah. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Yes. Yes. This is correct. Actually, no. I did carry a viewer once in Dauntless, but that was Lady Neo, and that was because she literally attended every single one of my streams for a very long time, and I was just like, you know what? I'll help you do your first trial. But she's a member now anyway, so it's all good. Congratulations, Doomslayer. I'm so proud of you becoming a tree. You grow up so fast. Oh, Lord. La 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 la. I'm literally not even paying attention during this fight. I'm literally just like swinging my pike and just not giving a fuck. He's only 8. I mean, yeah, he's 8, but I'ma still call it blasphemy, okay? You can tell your child that my hand will magically reach out from the computer one day and give him a very light douche, okay? Because I don't give my full douche to children. I just give him a tap, okay, like that. So yes, you can officially send a message from me to him and say, okay, fine. For your heresy, you will get a gentle douche, but still a douche, because you have committed blasphemy. You're a walking tree. Good job. Yeah. First of all, UK rap is a whole nother thing. I think I would be disrespecting an entire culture if I even tried UK rap, because the kind of slang that I've heard in it, and I do actually listen to UK rap, but I would never be able to imitate that style because some of the slang makes no sense to me. Like, I can grasp American rap slang. UK, no way in hell, bro. Half the words I can't even understand what they're saying because of the really, really weird accent that they have. No offense. It's just UK rappers are a whole breed unto themselves. If they said blood fam, I would understand that. I'm grime is the shit. Nice. Maybe I'll give it a listen on one of my workouts, but yeah, no. For me, I stick to mostly the American stuff. I still listen to Tupac and Eminem regularly. I listen to a lot of the people that have remixed their old stuff, but with like a motivational workout beats. Oh my god, it's so crazy. But yeah, I stick to what I know, because if I feel the way I feel is like I grew up with that kind of rap, so it also shaped my accent, and my persona in a way. I think if you don't grow up around it, it's very hard to really do that kind of stuff, because it just wouldn't feel genuine if I were to ever attempt like some of the UK stuff. So I wouldn't mind listening to it, but I would never ever be able to, like, I think, do the slang and stuff, because it would just, I don't know, I think I would just feel like I lost a lot of my authenticity, because I think it's easy for people to tell when I'm being real or not in my musical work, and that's why I'm like, I don't want to do something that will take away from that reality, you know. But not for lack of trying. There was this one time that I was listening to a lot of UK drill beats, and I was like, I could try this, and then I attempted it, and it was so bad it never saw the light of day. So that was a thing. But yeah, that's where I came to the conclusion that it really has to be something that, you know, you either grow up with or are exposed to growing up. Because my growing up was Tupac, Eminem, Linkin Park, Fort Minor, all that kind of good stuff. So getting exposed to that shaped my whole rap rock vibe. Hollywood Undead, but all of these guys, they're American. So unfortunately, even if I wanted to, the UK stuff is out of my reach. Kind of irks me though. I really wish I could. It would open up like a whole new dimension of stuff that I could do. The kind of flip-flops I could do with my vocals would be so amazing. I could make a whole collaboration on my own. Yeah, because the only time I got exposed to the UK stuff was when I was already like in my 30s, and that was when Kaz, I think, sent me KSI's stuff, and then after that I went down a wormhole and started looking at Stormzy, Dutch Valley, a lot of them. But even after listening to a lot of that stuff, I'm like, can't grasp it, and I would never be able to do the slang or the flow, so I'm like, damn, annoyed. I wish I could though. I wish I could. The only one I really recognize out of that list is Wu-Tang Clan. They were pretty interesting. Although I gotta admit, I was way more into NWA than Wu-Tang Clan. And can you imagine Wu-Tang Clan right now? Because if they were a 2022 thing, they'd probably be getting canceled somewhere for like cultural appropriation or something. Because ain't none of them Chinese, as far as I know. Oh my god, YouTube chat, stop dying, what the hell? Sorry guys, give me a second. If anyone has said anything else, I'll respond in a bit. Freaking YouTube is dying today. Hardcore. Oh no! Oh well, I got eaten. Come on, Thrax, spit me out, you little bum weasel. Get me out of there. There we are. Smack. Die! Okay, come at me, you purple worm bastard. Let's go. There we go, he's now done for. Woo! to be fair, actually, right, I do take some elements, including the beats, mostly the beats because they're produced by others. Some people do produce beats like that, and if there's free for profit, I rap on any beat anytime. But my flow, I think the more that I've experimented with my own flows, I've got two distinct styles. One is a very relaxed style that emulates a lot of Snoop Dogg stuff. And the other style, which I think most people notice and is my most common style when freestyling, is an emulation of Eminem. Although I do not have the same wild, like I do not chop as much as he does, it's pretty close as far as I can tell. So that is the way that I do most of my stuff. Those are my two distinct styles. Then the third is sort of like the combination, not just of the rappers, but also of a little bit of the type of singing that Linkin Park would do. A little bit of Hollywood Undead is mixed in there as well. And then overall, that is what gives me my own unique style. The other people that have influenced a little bit of the faster stuff would be NF. My faster stuff is mostly influenced by NF, a little bit by Joyner, although I don't really like Joyner Lucas that much. But when a lot of these guys, when they rapped fast, I preferred the way that they do it. So I try to add a little bit of that into it. Because there's some lyricists that go super fast, but there's no point if you go super fast and nobody can even understand what you're saying. Like I've seen so many rappers, they like to do the, oh yeah, I can go really fast on this beat, but then literally nobody can understand any of what they're saying. And it becomes pointless because then you're literally just spitting for the sake of spitting, not for the sake of your music. And that's where I think it gets problematic for a lot of people. Or at least for me, because I'm just looking at the whole situation thinking to myself, why are we doing this, and why do we even want to do this? Because for me, I must carry my message across. So although I can go fast, I won't go so fast that people can't pick up on what I'm saying, because sometimes, that one chance to impress your audience is all you get. So they better be able to not only understand the lyrics, but like feel the vibe as well. At least that's the way I see it. Okay, ladies and gents, it is a tiny bit early, but we are at the end of the stream. It is 6 p.m. I'm gonna take my nap so I can wake up later and do my food stream. If any of you guys have any burning questions to ask on Dauntless, you can feel free to drop comments on my YouTube. I answer questions anytime, anywhere, as you guys all know. And yeah, that's about it. There isn't really much to do, honestly. Yes, Notorious Big is also known as Biggie Smalls, if anyone is confused. Which, I think only the more modern generation who've never listened to that kind of stuff, they'd probably be confused. But I think most people who are in that culture definitely know. Or at least they should, or else I would literally slap them. Yeah, the reason why I don't go too hard is because they're a lot, like, okay, when it comes to the songs that I write, right, I don't have a reason to go harder. Because for the songs that I actually write, I look more at the genuine emotion and getting my message across. And for my freestyles, a lot of the time, I've never heard the beat before, so I don't really need to go harder. And if I go too hard, I may also lose my train of thought, because basically I'm literally firing off synapses. So as soon as I think it has to come out of the mouth for freestyles usually. So yeah. Oh, that's normal. See, freestyling, right? If you listen to the way that I practice is that if I listen to a beat beforehand, that's not really freestyling, because when back in the day when it was battle raps, right? Sometimes you wouldn't even get prep time. It's whatever the DJ spins, you got to listen to it on the spot and just go with it. So there can be some dissonance when I'm doing freestyling, but for me, I don't care, because That's just the way that I practice my craft. For my actual music, I focus more on number one, because the thing about being harder on my beats is that it can be like, if for the people that enjoy the harder stuff, yeah, it's nice, but at the same time I think that I may miss out on a lot of the audience that tends to find more like meaning in my work, you know. So yeah, but the type of practice that I do also dot power is not so much to practice coordinating with the beat, because there's going to be situations where you can't even coordinate with the beat. So what I'm practicing is, if I miss, I need to learn how to recover quickly, you know. I need to learn how to recover and then just go with it as soon as I can, you know. So that's what I practice, and that's why, like, sometimes the beats are good, sometimes they're not so good, because these beat producers, you never know what they're going to come up with. So for me, I just try anything, anytime. At least that's the way I do it. All right, I will catch you all later. Since there's nothing else anybody wants to ask, I'll see you all on my food stream later. Y'all have a good day. I'll see you in the